Hello and welcome. I'm Brett Dupree, and this is my awesome health journey. As you can see, this is a no blow dryer day where I just decided just to come on here and talk about my thing. And my thing this week is Oreos. Yes, Oreos. I want to talk about how this process changed just my desire for something and why I don't need will. And I'm sure that it will continue in the future. That free will and pressuring myself and being strong man isn't necessary in my awesome health journey. So one of my favorite things to eat, or was one of my favorite things to eat, was Oreos dipped in milk. I used to love Oreos dipped in milk. I would eat it possibly once a month or once every 2 months, sometimes more if I was feeling bad, and that was during one of my binging periods. But the way it would go is I'd buy a big pack of Oreos. I tell myself I'm gonna eat 4 Oreos at a time. I would take it, I'd dip it in milk, I'd eat that deliciousness, and then I would proceed to get more Oreos. Or sometimes I would say, forget it. I recognize the fact that I can't just eat four. I'm gonna eat until I don't want to feel anymore, and then I'd end up either eating the whole thing or just leaving like one row left. So I would eat all the Oreos. Every time I went to the store, it was a fight, an internal struggle every time I went by this section that had the Oreos. I would tell myself, oh man, you know what sounds good now? Oreos. And then I would say, no, you don't need Oreos at this time. And I'd feel this stress and this fighting against this desire to fight Oreos. I think that's what happens when you try to use willpower. I think willpower is a form of stress, and because it's a decision, and then it's a constant decision. Turns out you have like a decision bank in your head, and the more you make decisions, the bank kind of goes, is depleted, and then like it's harder and harder to make good decisions if you're making decisions all day. So every day, or this every time I go shopping, I would want Oreos, and sometimes I get it, and sometimes I didn't get it. And so here comes intuitive eating. I did food challenges at the beginning of this, where I'd have food in my house that I couldn't control myself. And then I would try to work on getting to the point where I control myself. So one of those, of course, was Oreos, because I couldn't eat an entire thing. So I go through the process of like, why am I hungry? Am I eating for this reason? 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 Getting in touch with my hunger cues. And I would ask myself, oh no, I just have a craving for Oreos. Some of the time, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling stressed. I'm going to eat Oreos. And so I would do the thing. There'll be more later, talking through those things until finally I would get Oreos. So I go to the process of taking a bite and mindful eating and dipping it into the milk and eating it. And going through the process of trying to eat only like 4 Oreos, which is hard because Oreos are kind of designed to just be eaten all of them. Because here's the thing about Oreos, and this is the thing about Doritos and Lay's potato chips and those type of processed foods. They are not satisfying. There's no point in eating Oreos where I feel good that I ate that amount of Oreos. They don't hit that craving. I want more. Even if I only eat 4. I eat 4, I don't feel satisfied. That doesn't feel great. And to eat to the point where I feel kind of satisfied, I start feeling sick. I get a bad feeling when I do the chicken afterwards. How do I feel after that meal? Well, if I eat only 4 Oreos, I'm like, I don't really feel like my Oreo craving has been satisfied. But if I just succumb to it and eat 8 or a half row and a half, I think that Oreo lasted like 4 days was my record. I would feel kind of sick. I would feel kind of bad. I never reached the point of satisfaction. And I come to the conclusion that like Oreos aren't very satisfying. I don't really enjoy Oreos. Oreos were there just to kind of placate a feeling of, so I didn't have to feel. So I didn't have to deal with my life. Oreos did a good job of that. They would make me feel like crap. So I felt like crap because of the Oreos instead of my sad life. And then like all of a sudden I stopped really wanting Oreos. Because if I'm going to eat to the point where I feel like crap, do I want something that's also unsatisfying? I mean, I might as well get fried chicken. You're right. I find the experience, I find the satisfaction of eating fried chicken more than the satisfaction of eating Oreos. Or I eat those treat cookies that are, they're decently pricey, but now I've, cut them in fourths, and the fourths are satisfying. I'm satisfied because that was a good experience. The flavors are complex. The mouthfeel is great. And the experience, even of the fourth, is a good experience. That was a quality cookie, and it tasted really good. And I can't say that about Oreos. And if I'm going to do something and maximize my enjoyment of food, Oreos is something I just don't want. And all of a sudden, during this time, I stopped wanting Oreos. I go to the store and I say, "Oh, there's Oreos. I don't want those." And that's the thought that's in my head. It's different. I'm not willing my way to pushing against Oreos. I just realize that, like, if I'm going to get something desserty, something sugary, something, I should get something delicious, something quality, something that would really satisfy that craving, that desire, that love for that sugar. If I'm going to do that, I should do that with something I can enjoy, and something that when I'm done and satisfied, I don't feel bad. I can feel, oh man, that was some good sugary treat, and then move on with my day. Not like, I need more Oreos because like I just want more Oreos, and then I'm not satisfying. If you do understand what I'm saying? So that's one thing this process has helped me with. It's helped me with the Oreos. I don't like. I rarely got Doritos because I couldn't eat them all, but now I don't really want Doritos. Like I'll eat them if I'm at a party and there's Oreos, or a party and there's some Doritos, and or every once in a while I'll get a bag of Doritos. And if there's a weird Oreo flavor, I'll probably get a weird Oreo flavor bag, but it'll be just a thing, like something I do every 6 months, maybe, instead of every couple weeks, or I would before. And yeah, that's what this process has done for me. I don't desire Oreos. They're a thing like I don't even push against. It's not even a worry. And that's what I find this process more and more doing. Um, just feeling it to my body and saying like, you know what, I feel really good. Like that's why I'm eating more vegetables, because I feel good after eating vegetables. I might not enjoy the process of eating vegetables, or I do things to make the vegetables taste better, so I do enjoy the process more. But like after I do it, my body feels good, and I like my body feeling good. Maximum enjoyment. And yeah, so Oreos don't fit my maximum enjoyment. So that's my Oreo story. Where like before, I would want all the Oreos. Now I can live without them. Like and subscribe, comment. Love ya.